Remember, because mine is still turned on. Oh. Okay.
Please have a seat. It is my pleasure to welcome students, families, and faculty to QSI International School of Pápa's graduation ceremony. Every one of you has made an impact on the graduates who sit here today. Ralph Waldo Emerson, one of my favorite American authors, said, "What lies behind us and what lies before us are small matters compared to what lies within us." You three have shown what lies within you. Among other things, is resilience. For more than a year, your world has been turned upside down by the pandemic that has changed all our lives. Yet, here you are. Online, offline, face-to-face, PCR tests, quarantines, vaccines, restrictions on top of restrictions, yet here you are. 4 years of high school, homework, quizzes, and tests, presentations and pitfalls, AP exams, yet here you are. Your character is defined by your actions. You have shown strength throughout. Resilience does lie within each of you. That, in many ways, will define your future. I wish you the best of luck, but you won't need it. I look forward to seeing what your future holds. I now have the pleasure of introducing our keynote speaker, Lieutenant Colonel Linda Therrell. She is a C-17 pilot in the United States Air Force and was the Heavy Airlift Squadron Commander here from 2018 to 2020. She has just graduated from Air War College at Air University in Montgomery, Alabama, and is about to begin her second tour at the Pentagon, working in the office of the Undersecretary of the Air Force for International Affairs. She has completed multiple assignments flying the C-17 and C-21, and previously graduated from Air Command and Staff College in 2013. She was commissioned into the Air Force in 2001. She is also the mother of 2 young ladies who attended QSI while she was stationed here. Her family had a profound effect on our community, both at school and the air base. We were lucky to have them, and we're fortunate to have her give a commencement address today. Lieutenant Colonel Linda Therrell.
Hello, QSI class of 2021. Congratulations on completing a secondary education. What a memorable year to complete your final year of QSI. I know virtual learning is not ideal, but I have heard that few of you persevered through the COVID restrictions to still make it an amazing year, and now here you are at your final event, graduation. I was honored when they finally asked me to speak to you today, and although I would much prefer to be back in person, I am still excited to be with you virtually. Now, what a unique experience we have had flying to school at QSI. Not everyone who lives in life will be able to say they went to such a small school that they knew everyone from the kindergarten all the way through to the secondary juniors. Or a school that, despite its small size, would still have the diversity with children from all over Europe, America, and even China. Or a school that, thanks to its small size, could create an educational experience that not only challenged you, but also your true strengths. And then, of course, there is the benefit of learning a foreign language. For QSI allows you to perfect your English, even if it was with an American accent. Now, thanks to your time at QSI, with its success orientation, you are an accomplished, passionate, and thoughtful young adult, ready to face what life can be next. Now, I'm told that one of my favorite Dr. Seuss books, Oh, the Places You'll Go, is also one of QSI's favorite books. Within that book, a book you all may be familiar with, is one of my most favorite passages, and it goes like this. You'll be on your way up. You'll be seeing great sights. You'll join the high flyers. You will soar to high heights. You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. I love that passage because it is filled with such hope for the future. However, the idea that your mountain is waiting can be as daunting and intimidating as well. What is your mountain? How high is your mountain? When will you get to the top of your mountain? Where are you even? Why are you even climbing the mountain? Is that mountain even the right mountain for you to climb? Who would be any friends on that mountain? But part of the fun in life is figuring out the answers to those questions about your mountain. Now, however you decide to define your mountain, I'm going to offer some advice that I have found useful over the years on how to climb a mountain. And I'll admit, this advice is somewhat weird towards some women, for there will be areas on the mountain that may not exist for men, but you will need to climb over to achieve your dreams. For my first advice, I'm going to steal from Cheryl Sandberg and her book Illuminate, and it's to, metaphorically speaking, always take a seat at the table. There will be times as you look at the mountain in front of you, and you'll be intimidated by the mountain, and you'll just want to sit off to the side and let life pass you by. But don't be intimidated. You are where you are for a reason. You are an extremely capable young woman. When I say sit at the table, I mean be an active participant in your life. After having attended QSI, you have an amazing perspective that needs to be heard. There will be few people you meet that will have the same life experiences as you have had here in Pápa. You bring a unique international perspective that will make any future classroom or organization better thanks to your participation. Don't sit off to the side and watch your life or a class or even go by. Sit at the table and be an active participant in forming the moment with your perspective. My second bit of advice is to be a risk taker. As you look up at your mountain, think to yourself, how high could I climb? Would I climb if I weren't afraid? Then put your fears aside and start climbing your mountain. A part of being a risk taker is not being afraid to make mistakes. Trying to be perfect will not get you up that mountain. Know that the world will not judge you humble down your mountain, but will judge you by yourself up. You dust yourself off and begin to climb again. Everyone makes mistakes. Everyone humbles down and mountain at some point. Don't dwell on it. Instead, dwell on your goals at the top of the mountain and what you need to do to pick yourself up and climb your climb again. Last, but certainly not least, lean on each other as you climb your mountains. The three of you share the unique experience of being the only graduate to look at Pápa. You will face challenges that sometimes only the three of you will understand based on your shared history. Help each other out. Be there for each other. Climbing the mountain with friends is so much more fun than climbing by yourself. And it's easier to sit at the table and be a risk taker when you have friends on your side cheering you on. I'll leave you with this. As you climb the mountain, I hope you continue to find friends and fellow climbers that will cheer you up the mountain rather than try and push you down. I hope you find meaning and cherish each step along the way. I hope any stumbles you might have only strengthen your resolve to continue to climb. I hope that when you reach the top, you can look back and feel proud of the friends you made along the way, and the additional family you may have acquired. And finally, when you do reach the top, I hope you gain the wisdom to realize that it was never about the goal of reaching the top of the mountain, but instead, it was about the amazing journey up the mountain. It was all its twists and turns and tumbles and the friends and family gained along the way, and the night has surely made your life worthwhile. Again, congratulations to the class 2021 at QSI Pápa.
All right, I would now like to introduce Mrs. Perez, who will introduce her daughter.
Dear teachers and guests, I would like to speak a bit about my little daughter, Sophie. She got born on the 2nd of February 2002. I love this period of my life. Later, she went to the kindergarten and to the primary school. I didn't mind this time. When she started growing up, she had ideas and she was football. I thought it was going to miss, but it didn't happen. It turned out that she had extra skills, which we didn't realize. She can sing, play the piano, write speeches, have ideas she wants to reach. She is patient with children and likes learning. She wants to be the best. I am proud of her. She became a nice, good woman who can solve her problems and protect herself. Thanks for everything for QSI, personnel IT. Every parent is proud of this kind of child. She has a goal in the university and I hope she's going to work as she did here now. I wish her to reach her goal in the future. And now my daughter Josie will have her speech.
So much. Parents, teachers, families, and friends, welcome and thank you for joining us tonight at the QSI Pápa Hungary graduation ceremony for the class 2021. My name is Zsófi, and I'm one of the very first Hungarian graduates of QSI Pápa. I have to say that I feel really lucky today. I am surrounded by my loved ones, teachers, and friends at this amazing place. I would like to say thank you to everybody that made it possible for this day to happen. Today is what we've been waiting for in the last 4 years. All the classes, all the hours that we studied, and all the exams we took, they pay off now. But as I look back, I don't think about the life that I have studied through. I think about trips, life lessons, and wise advice that my teachers taught me throughout the year. Those are the moments that I remember. Those are the moments that I will carry with me throughout life. Experience does for the mind, that's for the soul, that's what education does for the mind. This quote is hanging on the wall of Mr. Michael's classroom. During the last 4 years, I was able to read it every day when I sat down in the room. And during these last couple of days, I was thinking about this quote a lot. So now I would like to thank my teachers who gave me not just an amazing education, but an experience. Thank you, Mr. Lyon, for all the skills that you've taught us this year. Thank you, Ms. Merlin, for always standing by our side. Thank you, Mr. Staley, for always helping us through hard times and supporting us. Thank you, Mr. Michael, for all your advice. And thank you, Ms. Callahan, for your mother. How lucky I am to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard, says Winnie the Pooh. I think all of us have been waiting for this moment in the last 4 years of our life. And I thought I was ready for this moment. And now, the moment is here. We are saying goodbye. It is happening. But now I want to stop. I would do anything to go back to the beginning and start it over. I want to go back, meet all my friends and teachers for the first time. I want to stay for a week or just for a day. I want to stay for one more class and for one more recess. I want to open my locker one more time and I want to walk through the hallways. I want to go back and live through all the moments which are now only memories. I would like to believe that the end of something is a new beginning, even if I have to leave part of my past behind. And now, it's time to say goodbye. But goodbyes are not easy, especially if you have to say goodbye to people who are important to you. And now, I would like to thank my parents for their love and support throughout the years. And I would like to say some words in Hungarian. Mama, Papa, Bence és Galina, köszönöm, hogy megvettek velem. Anya, köszönöm, hogy lehetővé vették az elmúlt éveket, és köszönöm, hogy mellettem voltatok és támogattatok. És köszönöm, hogy megvettek velem. Now, I would like to introduce Mr. and Mrs. Vargas, Esther's parents, to introduce their daughter for her speech.
Good afternoon. I'm Mrs. Vargas, father of Esther. Introduce my wife. Let me share some thoughts about Esther and QSI, School of Pápa. I recall 24 August 2017 when we brought Esther for the first time, for the first school day into the school. She was standing there with Jofi in front of the QSI entrance, waiting for the admission, and they were a little bit helpless. We didn't know what to do. We didn't know anybody in the school except my wife and Mr. Sanders, who had an interview with them. Not even a minute passed by when Melina, a Bulgarian girl, stepped to them, introduced herself, and started a conversation, guided them, and eased their situation. And in that moment, in that very moment, I realized I knew that Esther is in the right place. And many times afterwards, I realized, confirmed it again, that she is in the right school. Becoming responsible for our studies, self-motivated, interested in what they are learning, searching for new information, working alone, working in teams, making some research and project work. She worked hard to perform as good as possible. She took the challenge to learn on higher level 4 subjects, Netherlands placement program, and successfully passed exams with outstanding marks. The progress she made in the last 4 years is remarkable. Circumstances QSI Pápa School provided to her the selected teachers, the excellent curricula, the teaching materials she followed, all of them enabled her progress, and the parents are very thankful for it. She is ready for new challenges in university. And I'm sure that thanks to her studies in QSI, she will easily overcome those challenges which are coming. We are very proud of her and her performance in the school in the past 4 years. However, there's one more thing which I would like to highlight here and now. Me and my wife, Marka, can conclude with confidence that enrolling Esther into the QSI, even if she could have other options, was the right decision from our side. This is a unique opportunity for all of the subcommittees and some local students as well to have a good international school next to your workplace, study in small classes in a multinational environment, and learn a lot about the world, the life, not only from school books, but also from each of the schoolmates as well. Finally, I would like to thank the teachers for their huge effort to prepare our kids for the next challenges in their life. Esther is ready for those challenges, and you can be proud of her as much as we are. Thank you.
name is Esther, and I am very excited and grateful to be standing here today. I will be honest, choosing to come to an international high school was one of the deepest waters I have jumped into so far, but it was the best jump I've ever made. During the week, my head was underwater, and I was trying to break to the surface to be able to have control over what was happening to me. But soon, when I got the hang of it, and I found my ways around, I realized what an amazing community I became a part of. Once I became comfortable in this new environment, I was able to focus on the important lessons, the joys, the laughter, and the goals that the past 4 years have given me. By now, I learned to swim with the current, enjoying everything that comes my way, by trying to see the things I can learn and use for my own personal growth. With this mentality, I not only shape my personality and my character, but also my views about the world around me. This mentality is something I can thank the school for, because it became an important part of me and will stay with me forever. Discovering my goals was also a gift from QSI. With my success in math, my problem-solving skills, being able to work in a team, learning to plan before acting, and not being afraid of challenges, rather making challenges be afraid of me, made me decide to continue my studies in the field of business. Without taking the risk to jump into deep waters, maybe I still wouldn't have figured such important aspects of my personality and my interests out. I have a few important advices and lessons to share with you today, which these past years have given me, and which helped me become the person I am today. Remember Rule 18 from Mr. Staley's rules? Rule 18 says, do not be afraid of the rain. Rain is essential for the environment, for plants to grow, for flowers to bloom, and for food to produce. This rule was one of the rules Mr. Staley has been using throughout our classes. He always said, don't be afraid to make mistakes. Mistakes is the rain which no one should fear, because mistakes make you grow and bloom just like flowers. He always turned his silence back to me whenever I left something blank, because he thought I was lying. Mr. Staley taught me to not be afraid to be gifted with something that will help me grow and become better. Mistakes therefore work like rain. They are dark and cold, something we would rather not experience. But without mistakes, we will never make progress in life. We will never bloom into beautiful flowers. I would like to remind all of you here today, including my classmates, to therefore never forget Rule 18. Here, I just gave you another idea for your next session, since both of you are so into that. This brings me to another advice, which will always play an important role in my life, and which I use every single day. This advice comes from Mr. Michael. It will always have a place in my head. I'm sure there are people in this room who will also benefit from what I'm about to say. Whenever you're struggling with twisting something or with opening a lock, just remember, lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. You have no idea how many times when I was in a rush did these wise words save my time. I am not only grateful for Mr. Michael's wise words, but it also showed me that the best memories are made outside of the comfort zone. By telling us about many of his exciting adventures and experiences from all around the globe, he made us interested in the unknown. Through organizing the week, Mr. Michael showed us in practice how magical it is to challenge ourselves and explore new things and skills. I'm really thankful for him because through his ideas, openness, and experiences, I not only explored parts of the world, but I explored parts of myself. Thank you. Outside of my comfort zone was a place I have been to a lot throughout my years at QSI. I guess the past 4 years could be referred to as 4 years without walls. Outside of my comfort zone, where I could only learn how to swim if I was brave enough to make mistakes. And I'm really grateful, because without myself, I wouldn't be able to stand here today. Although I always receive pressure and motivation from my outside environment, It all had to begin with me taking the starting step by myself. This leaves me with an advice I would like to leave the school with. In the future, in order to achieve your goals, in order to get your diploma, in order to make special memories, you will have to push yourself and motivate yourself to jump into the unknown, into the deep water, and you will have to push yourself to fight until you feel comfortable with something that once was challenging and made you anxious. And once you think you broke to the surface, and that you can relax and let the current move you, another challenge will come your way. This is how life works. One challenge after another, getting underwater over and over again. But these challenges shape your personality, help you grow, and make you progress in life. I'm grateful because I could learn how to swim and break to the surface. I'm thankful for all the helping hands that helped me reach the surface. Thank you, Mr. Michael, Ms. Merling, Ms. Callahan, Mr. Staley, and Mr. Sanders, for taking your time to guide us throughout this journey. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for encouraging me to take the risk of coming to an international high school and for being willing to break away from the norm. Thank you for your unconditional love and support. Thank you, Ellen and Jofi, for sharing these great years with me. You all helped me grow and bloom into a beautiful flower that's ready for all the storms to come. Now, let's catch our breaths during summer and then jump and do a flip into the deep waters that are yet to come. Up next, I would like to introduce Mr. and Mrs. Ellen Arians. Thank you.
Well, this is Ellen, our daughter. She has always known what she wanted to become. For instance, when she was about 4 years old, we were standing in Stockholm. It was winter, and one of those winters when it was very much snow, very much. And in Stockholm, when there's a lot of snow on the roofs of the houses, there are people shoveling, snow shovelers, shoveling off the snow from the roof, so it will control, well, in a controlled manner, so it will fall in an uncontrolled manner. And Ellen was standing there, we were standing at the bus stop, and Ellen was standing looking at these people saying, Mom, when I grow up, I want to become a snow shoveler. But I will only shovel to the right. So this is, it's taking it for Ellen. She knows what she wants, but she knows also to set her own terms.
And another character is you, is your way of social differences and diversities. I recall we having a telephone call from Senegal, you were on a school trip, and they were recorded because you have been and you were studying Senegalese art with the chief of the island having tea under the battlements, which actually made me proud and happy. That's exactly the way of how to learn. So now that lesson still hangs as a meeting.
And well, lots of you doesn't know that Ellen is actually taking part in a very big film production in Sweden. And for you Swedes in the room, it's Torka aldrig tårar utan handskar. Ellen was playing a part of a bully, someone tormenting someone. And this is so far away from her character. Ellen is a very warm-hearted girl that is very including and wants everybody to be happy. So, well played.
And then also you're very close. So I recall once again having a telephone call with somebody. This is now migration at the Catholic. So Ellen had the idea that singing was part of her life. We did not really agree, but she took a flight back to Sweden on her own, made the entrance test, the entry test for the singing class, was accepted, local, but got stuck in migration, so I could not make a job. So she coming from an African country, but I don't think it's Swedish. But this shows the purposefulness. When you set your mind to do something, you will complete what course, she was never allowed to go to the music class because we decided that in the international class was very good music. Not always that you had your way anyway. So with that, and before introducing Ellen, sincere thanks to teaching schools and staff for helping her achieving what she really has become today. So for Ellen needs to the plan.
Hello everyone, my name is Ellen Ang, and I am one of the many graduate students from QSI International School of Pápa. If you were to ask a 6-year-old Ellen what she wanted to be when she grew up, tiny Ellen would say a diplomat. She saw her dad travel to countries and help the world, and she wanted to be just like her dad, just so that the world would be done cardio. I would like to start off by thanking my parents. Thank you for all the opportunities you've given me. Thank you, and the endless support I've gotten throughout my life. You were always there to push me to work harder and to catch me when my life fell. I'm forever grateful for everything you've done for me. Bringing me around to London, Stockholm, Rome, and now Pápa, I got a little confused about what I wanted to do with my life. Before coming to Pápa, I had pretty bad grades and I was no motivation in school. This all changed when I stepped foot into Mr. Michael's human geography classroom. In human geography, we learned about the demographics of the world. We learned about the challenges in the world and why they are there. I started working hard in school for every day I started finding my purpose again. Therefore, I would like to take this moment to thank Mr. Michael for helping me to find my purpose and to make me see that there's more out there. Your way of teaching us about the world from your own experiences, teaching us why it's important to care since it's all connected, your attitude towards the world and what there is to see. Made me think that moving in the future and throughout my childhood was never a bad thing. You showed me that to travel the world, experience different cultures, and have the opportunity of being a third culture kid is a privilege. You showed us what there is to explore and that the world is not a scary place. It is a world filled with cultures, experiences, and yummy words for us to try. Every day, we got to learn about a new topic, a new part of the world. I started finding motivation for school again, since you showed me that I had potential. I was finally good at something, and you showed me that hard work does pay off. You taught me that I can make a difference and that my hard work will pay off. You are the main reason, or should I say the oxygens, for why I see myself working in politics and believing that I can actually change the world. I want to change the world because of the growth outlook you gave me. I want to work in politics because you showed me what there is to solve. Thank you for all you did for me. I promise you be proud. Another special person I would like to thank is one of the wisest and strongest men I know, Mr. Staley. Throughout this year, we really started dedication to the school and to us. No matter what was going on in your life, no matter what medical problem was going on, you showed up every day ready to teach with a smile on your faces. You've shown strength throughout this year in a way that I've never seen before. You were human with us, and we were human with you, and you faced challenges. You taught us countless of life lessons, and were always there for us whenever we needed you. Throughout this year, we tried to do the same for you. When we needed time to heal, and so did you, and we worked hard to make you proud. When we were worried about university or life, you sat us down and gave us motivational speeches and life lessons until we felt like we would conquer the world. Thank you for all you did for us and all the lessons you taught us. We love you. I'm now going off to study international relations at EdTech. International relations and politics is what motivates me, and it feels like my purpose in life. QSI is the reason for me falling in love with the subject, and therefore QSI has changed my life. The global perspective and the lessons the school has taught me is something I bring with me throughout my whole life. Thank you to all the teachers in this room for making my time at QSI memorable and special. I value all the work you've done for me these last 2 years, and I'm grateful to have been taught by some of the best teachers I've ever had. My motivational quote to leave this school with is right up. You must have some vision for your life. Even if you don't know the plan, you must have a direction in which you choose to go. Thank you, QSI. I promise to make you proud.
Ms. Merling to join me to help with the diplomas. Graduates, please rise. I carefully reviewed the academic records for this year's graduating class. I hereby certify that all students receiving their diplomas today have met or exceeded the requirements set by Quality Schools International for graduation from QSI International School, Pápa.
Ellen Ein. Esther Sabash. Shelby Ferenc.
Please have a seat. We recognize the accomplishments of our graduates. Now we would like to recognize the loving support of their parents. to invite you all to the reception in the next room after this to toast the graduates during the reception. And then we will join the community, the QSI community, at 6 o'clock outside. Please wait for the students and staff to leave the room before joining the reception. Graduates, please rise. Move your tassels right to left. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduating class of 2021. Please join us for the reception in the next room, and you can bring food and drinks back into here. Make yourselves comfortable. We'll have a toast in a little while.
You're good. We need to use that as a promotional video.